Today we're going to be doing bacon wrapped filet mignon on the Cuisinart 360 griddle. So we've got ourselves a full beef tenderloin. Because it's such a lean steak, we've got some bacon, and we're going to wrap that in there, up the fat content, up the flavor. This is going to be awesome. Now we're just going to grab a little paper towel, pat this down dry, get all that blood soaked up into the towel. So this tenderloin actually does still have the head attached, but that's going to be really easy. We just want to come in here and remove it, just like that. Perfect. We'll put that to the side. And now with the full tenderloin here, we can actually just cut off fillets, and we're going to remove this side. We're not going to be able to make a fillet out of that. So essentially what we have here is the Chateaubriand, which is the best part of the tenderloin. And what we're going to do is slice this into pieces that are about as thick as a slice of bacon, because we're going to want to wrap it around. So I'll just cut it in like that, and you want a smooth slice all the way through so that this doesn't look like a hack job and that it's been carved up. Now with this last piece, we're just going to use our palm, press it down, get it more into that baseball kind of shape, just like the other ones. That one's going to be exceptionally tender. Now we're going to take the head, and we're going to do the same thing here. We should be able to get 2 steaks, maybe 3 steaks out of the head. Same type of thing, just use your hand to press it down. Probably have to flatten this end off. For the ones that are odd shaped, again, you just press down with your hand, make it into a more circular ball. Now we're just going to be seasoning these, but before we do, just as a bit of binder, we're using avocado oil. And again, avocado oil has a really high smoke point, so when we're searing steaks on a griddle or in a cast iron pan, it's perfect for that. So we'll just get these covered in a little avocado oil. And avocado oil is also neutral from a flavor standpoint, so it's not going to leave any flavors, unwanted flavors on our steak. All right, and then of course, we're just going in with a little bit of pepper. Then we'll flip these over, get the other side as well. Perfect. And now we're going to hit these guys with a little bit of the pink Himalayan sea salt. Then we'll flip them over, do the same on the other side. So now we've got the steak seasoned up, we're just going to add a little bit of bacon around the outside. Alright, so we're just going to take a fillet like this, wrap it around. This one's going to take 2 pieces, but just like that. And then we're going to skewer it right through the middle to hold it together and keep its shape. So now we'll do that for each of these. Perfect. Now that we've got those all wrapped up with bacon, time to add a little extra seasoning. We're gonna hit this with the Cuisinart bourbon molasses just on the outside of the bacon. This is gonna add some really nice sweetness. Now that we've got these seasoned up, let's go straight to the griddle. So we don't have our infrared temp gun with us, and we want to make sure the surface of the griddle is at least 450 before we put on the steaks. So the other way of testing is just to drop some water on the griddle. And if it evaporates instantly like that, then you know it's hot enough. So let's get these on. So first, we're just gonna lightly season the griddle with some avocado oil. We'll get that spread around. Perfect. Now let's get these steaks on. And that sizzle is exactly what you want to hear. All right, now we're just gonna cover these up and let them go for about 4 minutes. Just to show you, we've got both burners on, but they're set on low, and we're still getting a surface temp that's north of 450. So 4 minutes is up, we're gonna check in on these steaks. Time to flip them. Perfect. Beautiful. Now we're gonna put the lid back on and keep this going for another 4 or 5 minutes. So we're just gonna check the internal temp on some of these. Guy's at 130, so he's ready to come off. We've got a few of these that have different thicknesses, so it's important. This guy's ready to come off as well. A few of these have different thicknesses, so it's important to check them all and just remove them so they're not overdone and they're coming off when each individual steak is ready to go. That one still has more time. More time. All right, these are the thicker ones. This one's ready to come off. Just look at that beautiful crust. The bacon wrapped around it. Add some nice fatty flavor. Put them back on. Give these guys a few more minutes. So these have all registered about 130. So we're gonna take them off. So now with these guys off, we're just gonna let them rest for about 10 minutes. And then we'll slice into them. That 10-minute rest is just gonna allow the muscles to relax, the juices to redistribute throughout the steak, and then we'll cut into these and find out if we hit that medium rare. So now for the moment of truth. These have been resting for 10 minutes. Now let's slice into one and see if we hit that medium rare. Just perfect. Look at that. And now for the taste test. This was just absolutely incredible. The tenderness of the tenderloin was amazing in these fillets, and you can see it here too. The steaks almost just pull apart tender. You get a little bit of extra fattiness from the bacon, which is awesome. The salt and pepper seasoning, it was just the right amount. And then that bourbon molasses around the bacon gives it a little hint of sweetness. So this was a fantastic outcome. If you like this video, give us a like below. Consider subscribing to the channel for more griddle recipes to come. Now I'm taking another one of these bites.